Hey guys, today we're launching our new section, and your comments, whether they're good or bad, will show me if I make more videos in this section. Your opinion is really important, so write in the comments whether you like it or not. I read almost every comment, and then we'll discuss. So, today, our new section is called What If? Let's go. The main idea of this section is that we'll imagine what could be if something incredible happens, and we'll show from our perspective as car owners and drivers how we think about it. It's a known fact that videos about zombies are real hype now. As for me, I'm a huge fan. Everything post-apocalyptic about how people survive in a world infected by a virus or something, everyone turned into zombies, and there's only a few survivors. If we look at it from the perspective of a driver, these people, except for the pursuit of food, clothes, and other primary needs, these people also have another big problem: moving around. Usually in these movies, there's some safe and secure oasis somewhere far away, and people need to find it, and that's a really difficult task. So today, we're gonna review the top 5 cars that I would personally choose to drive in the case of a zombie apocalypse. I think most of you have watched such movies as Zombieland, where Woody Harrelson drove a Cadillac Escalade. And I would definitely not choose this car in the first place. I wouldn't recommend it to any of you, because you've got to feed that 5-liter V8. Where are you gonna find gas in the post-apocalyptic world? It won't be that easy to use gas stations, never mind find electricity. So today we're gonna see the top 5 cars for the post-apocalyptic world as I see it, and they are diesel SUVs. So, 5th place. Here we have the, let's say, gentlest of the cars on our top 5 list, and that is the Jeep Grand Cherokee WK body and its elder brother, the Jeep Commander. We have them here with full rights. These are good cars that you can trust, but with some kind of glamour. They're not 100% reliable. For example, if you get in the frequent situation, as with the Mercedes 642 engine, when your heating plugs are out of order, your diesel doesn't ignite, and you get eaten by the hungry zombies. You'll be eaten. So these are not the best options, but they totally earn 5th place. Before we move to 4th place, I have to make a short comment, and specifically that all cars on our list better be manual transmission, because you can't trust an automatic completely, even on very reliable cars. It's less efficient, takes more resources, you need more fuel. In a post-apocalyptic world, you better drive a manual, because you'll never find a service for your automatic. And if your automatic is stuck, you get eaten by a zombie. Moreover, if you don't know how to drive a manual, you better learn, just in case we have a zombie apocalypse in our near future. And you'll be eaten. If you don't find a manual car, you'll have no chance of running away from the zombie herds. Moving to 4th place. Here we have the Nissan Pathfinder. And I'm not talking about the fraud that they make under this brand name today. I mean a real SUV, the Generation 3, the R51. I think that this was the last generation of original Pathfinders. It's a real framed SUV. Well, yes, with independent suspension, but its geometry is ideal for off-track driving. Everything we need, a reliable diesel, even if you get an automatic, it'll be fine. The car frame is the absolute most important, because what they make today, like the so-called Kia Sportage, the Toyota RAV4, come on, these aren't SUVs. We have no place for them in our top. None of these cars would get you through the cross-country to your destination. So, what's next? 3rd place. And here are my favorites, the Mitsubishi Pajero 3 and 4. And before you set me on fire, here's why they're here. They have no frames, no 2-speed axle, but I'll tell you this, they have 2 blockages, both axial and rear, plus ideal geometry, an extremely efficient tractor diesel 4M41 that increases their off-road capability, especially if you find some sharp tires like a BF Goodrich, though I think it'll be hard to find a tire service in a zombie apocalypse, but things happen. So, find a BF Goodrich, find a Pajero 3, and you'll be safe. So now we're moving on to 2nd and 1st places. And here we have some huge monsters. I'm sure that none of you will argue that these cars earned their top places. But before we get to the point, I have to make something clear. And specifically, why have we still not seen our beloved UAZ or a Niva? Why didn't we have a Jeep Wrangler or a Land Rover Defender? Why didn't we see those cool cars on the list? For example, a Land Cruiser 70. That's because they're less popular. And keeping in mind that most of you would probably meet your zombie apocalypse in your town, you would hardly ever find a Wrangler or a Rubicon or a Defender or a Land Cruiser 70 in your neighborhood. So we include in our list those cars that you can see every day on the streets of your town. Okay, second place. And here we have an emblematic and a very popular car, especially with off-road fans. This is a true legend, the Nissan Patrol Y61. I imagine that Nissan fans are really happy right now. 2 cars in the top. Yes, that's true. We couldn't leave them out. The Patrol 61's here because it's the legend, and hardly any car can compete with its off-road characteristics. So, it's earned its second place. You can drive it in the zombie apocalypse and be safe. Before you set me on fire again, but you said that there are such rare cars as the Jeep Wrangler or a Land Cruiser 70, and you put an UAZ and a Niva in one row with them? Really, guys? If the zombie apocalypse happens, the last cars I would drive would be the UAZ and the Niva. They're not bad, but as SUVs, you just can't trust them, at all. They wouldn't get you anywhere. Yes, they're easy to repair quick and dirty, but you wouldn't have time for any repairs. You would get eaten. And if this shitty little UAZ doesn't start and just stalls, you would get in big trouble. So, we move on to first place. I think most of you have already guessed our winner. Well, you're only partly right. Here we have several cars. The Land Cruiser 100, the Prada 120, and the Prada 90. In my opinion, these are the best cars that won't let you die in a zombie apocalypse. Fantastic efficiency, great off-road geometry, absolutely decent fuel economy figures. And they would be rather easy to repair even if you didn't have any car service nearby. So they're the best choice for a long drive with no repairs. In fact, you just put the oil in and you can set off even to Alaska or wherever you want. The Diesel 42 on the Land Cruiser 100 is extremely efficient, or the 1KZ on the Prada 90, or the 3-liter diesel on the Prada 120. These are actually the best diesel engines of their times. Well, yes, they don't meet modern eco standards, not as efficient as modern engines like the VKS on the Touareg or a 642 on the Mercedes. Okay, who cares about eco standards when a huge herd of zombies is after you? So, anyways, as I see it, I would without any doubts drive these cars in case a zombie apocalypse came to Moscow right now. Zombie, zombie, zombie. So that's our new format, let's say. It occurred really kind of accidentally. And if you liked it, please comment under the video and hit like so that I can see that you like it. And we'll continue with this section. I don't know. As for me, I've always been interested in the topic. Now you'll say that I'm crazy after this video, and that's so damn true. I've gone nuts. So if you liked the video, you just let me know. That's it. Bye, everyone.